What's up? What's up, fight fans? We back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin. Where the war fights start, you know it. Round one. I'm not sure if my effects are working right now. They don't seem like they are. And there it
Round
goes.
one.
Now, like late delay reaction. So, what's up, guys out there? How you guys doing? We are 14 days out from Border Wars. And that's going to be going down November 8th. If you haven't already heard, already in the loop, I will be fighting on Border Wars November 8th in Atlanta, Georgia. So if you can't make it out there, you can catch me on YouTube. I'm going to be streaming it here at Round One Sports Talk. So it's going to be streaming on my channel as well. So let me know that you can hear me loud and clear, and we're going to be talking about some of the biggest fights that are coming up now, how everything's going in preparation for Border Wars, and if you want to meet me out there, how you can make arrangements on meeting me out there. Also, as well, if you want to support your boy Round One Sports Talk and you want to sponsor me, you can drop any of your sponsorships in the Cash App below or in the Super Chat. Whatever your choice, but in the Super Chat, I get it on the 22nd of every month, and on the Cash App, I can use it immediately now in Atlanta, Georgia, which I'm going to be needing. So, fight fans, yeah, let me know that you guys can hear me loud and clear, that my mic is on. Let's check it. I believe it is. Want to check the sound quality right here. Let's see here. Go up here. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. All right, I go to this one, and we're in here. Bam. There it goes. So, fight fans, um, yeah, yeah, we're locking in for Border Wars now. Just came back from eating breakfast. Had to go into the inner city today. So went into the city. Uh really like what's up? How you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hold up, hold up, hold up. You know who's in the building? The champ is in the building. What's up? How you doing? Say your name. I want to see your name properly. Make make KO. Make Doom. Now I put them Halloween words now. Now it's all like spooky. Now it's even worse for me in my eyes to see. Now it's just like blurry. See, it was hard enough to read it the other way. It's this is crazy, right? How do I switch it back? I have no idea. You know what I mean? Yo, I think this is man. Listen, McDooman. I can't like make it out. But anyway, I hope I got it close enough. What's up, dog? How you doing? So, um, just locking in now for Border Wars, and also like intrigued about some of these matchups that we have coming up. Uh the that Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney fight, boy, is that a banger. And people were saying that the rest of the year was gonna be a dud. Like the rest of the year in boxing, there was no boxing left. And I was like, hold up. Haven't you heard? Round One Sports Talk is going to be fighting in Atlanta November 8th. Like, hold up, pump your brakes. There's plenty of boxing to go around. That's probably one of the greatest matches in all of boxing history. You listen, they're going to talk about this fight. They're going to go back in the icon of boxing, right? And they're going to go into history, and there's going to be this book. It's going to be on a shelf. It's going to be huge like this. And all the greatest boxers in the world are going to be in that book right there. And then when you push that book to the side, there's going to be my book. It's going to be right there in front of that book, right? Of the greatest match to ever occur in boxing history. That's right. My match. Round One Sports Talk in Atlanta, Georgia. You see, because when all the smoke is clears and it's all said and done, whoever has that belt against Round One Sports Talk and OC the Boss is the greatest fighter in the history of combat sports. You know why? You know why? Because, Saul Canelo Alvarez, what does it say in the front of his title at work? Terrence Crawford, Naoya Inoue, Usyk, what does it say? It says professional boxer. Am I correct? Am I correct by saying that? But in my matchup, what does it say on the title of my match? It says Masters. Come again? It says Master Boxer. Well, then, that says it all right there. Master Boxer. I must be a master. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I'm not letting the moment get to my head or anything, right? Because we won't want that to happen, right? But I'm just saying, for instance, if the moment occurred for it, or hold on. Must be. Hold on. How do I I don't forgot. I don't I don't forgot how to change my colors. Oh, that shit is dope. I haven't played with this in so long. Oh, I must be a master then. You know what I'm saying? Obi-Wan asks me for directions in the Force. You know what I mean? Yo, that's what that means. Look, I'm not reading too much into this, right? But I'm just saying, if Terrence Crawford doesn't have that belt right there, well, then I guess he's not the greatest fighter in the world. You know what I mean? Let the guy have his moment. Let me have my moment. I play along. Yo, when's the next time I'm gonna have like a sports fucking like moment at 51? Never. Well, this is it right here. Yo, my man is talking crap, huh? Hey, it is what it is. Hold on. See, I like. Oh, I don't think it has it in this one. Oh yeah, it does. I like the red one. What? What you say? This shit is nasty. I just haven't fucked with it in a long time. I started forgetting how to work it. The green one's always the classic, right? Because that's like the Luke. He's like the good guy. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. Yo, I'm not a real like Star Wars kind of guy. Like I'm like I think I'm above casual though, because I like seen all the movies. I know some of the characters' names. I'm not like in debt. I couldn't tell you all the characters' names that were surrounding the fucking what's his name there that he walked into like Jabba the Hutt's lair and he had like Princess Leia like hemmed up. Like there's some people that can tell you everybody's name character that was around Jabba the Hutt, the band that was playing, who was at the bar serving drinks. I can't tell you that shit. But I know one thing for sure. I didn't want to die, right? Or go to my grave without, you know what I'm saying, doing this shit right here one time. Just being like, yo, they made a little boy's dream come true. Cause I was like, yo, that shit is. Well, once I saw it, I was like, bro, I got this. You better believe the first night I got this, I came to my bedroom like this. I was like, yo, baby, you want to play with my lifesaver? No, you can't. Don't touch it. Yo, yo. That shit is dope. But that fight with Brian Norman Jr., man, and Devin Haney, let me tell you guys something right now, right? Papi, you dropping the flag, Holmes? I gotta put it up later. Hold on. I'm gonna have to put it up later. Oh, by the way, we're here anyway. Then we got it in our hand, right? You might as well, right? I'm gonna my people. So that fight with Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, man, they're like, all boxing's fucking done and shit, right? So there's that fight, and that's an intriguing fight in itself. Like, do I really look? Let me tell you guys something right now. Honestly, like I've already said this. Devin Haney's supposed to win this fight on paper. On paper, like if you were looking up Devin Haney, you was looking Brian Norman Jr. on paper, Devin Haney fought the better of the fights. You know what I mean? He's already had a better career than Brian Norman Jr. You know, Brian Norman Jr. got one belt in one weight division. Devin Haney's a 2-division world champion. And in one of the divisions, he was undisputed. He had all 4 belts. And he beat a Hall of Famer in Vasily Lomachenko. Devin. You know, and he beat other champions like Linares. So he's Devin Haney is on paper, he has a better resume than Brian Norman Jr. Of course. So if you didn't know anything about the fighters, you were just going on, yo, well then who's the better champion or who did what? It's gonna look like Devin Haney should beat Brian Norman Jr. But that's not the case, is it? That doesn't seem to be what the consensus or everybody is saying here. Then there was a little bit of like bickering going back and forth about who wanted to fight. Was it Devin Haney or was it Brian Norman Jr.? And I was like, bro, let's just look at what's going on. And then you decide from here who's scared of who and who wanted this fight. First of all, these are 2 professional boxers. They both been boxing for a very long time. If they were scared of any man, I don't think they would be in this sport right here. So I don't think either guy is scared of no guy. But let's see who do you believe initiated this fight? Seeing that the fact that both parties are saying Turki Al-Aziz made the offer. Well, okay, let's see how boxing works. First of all, Devin Haney doesn't have anything to offer as far as belts. He doesn't hold any belts. Devin Haney has never fought at 147. Now, he fought at a catch weight at 144, but he's never made 147. So he wasn't ranked in the division. He doesn't have any leverage. All he can do is offer. The person in the situation that has the belt, Brian Norman Jr. But Brian Norman Jr. can't offer to want to fight Devin Haney because he's not in his ranking system for the WBO. You understand? And since he satisfied his mandatory by knocking out Jin, he can pick anyone. So what does Devin Haney got to do? He's got to alert them that he wants to be in the ranking system. And lo and behold, poof, Devin Haney got a ranking at 147. Now you can fight him. So who initiated this? Had to be Devin Haney. Devin Haney came into the division. Brian Norman Jr. was already there and already champion. but he can't challenge Devin Haney per se, because Devin Haney hasn't officially said he wants to go to 147. He's been playing around with it ever since that Ryan Garcia shit. The highest he's ever gotten was 144 against Jose, right? Wasn't scheduled 147 against Jose Ramirez, right? So, okay. So, Devin Haney had to ask for this fight. Now, let's play it out. They're in the room. Turkey. Devin Haney. Listen, I know. Ryan Garcia fucked up the bag. He fucked up the bag. This is my Turkey impression. Turkey, please don't hate me. Right? He fucked up the bag. What do you want to do, Devin? Devin said, man, I want to be a champion. And I want to be the guy that everybody thinks. Boom! What happened? Brian Norman Jr. just knocked out Jin Sasaki. That's who I want to fight, Turkey. Devin Haney. Do you want to fight Brian Norman Jr.? Do you want this fight? I can make it happen. Right now. One phone call, I will make it happen, Devin. Do you want? Hello? Brian? Yeah, no, you're not going to fight another Japan. No. You're going to fight Devin Haney. Huh? Do you want to fight? Yes, Devin Haney. Huh? It is done. You see? It is done. I make it happen. Devin, whatever you want, my man. Because Ryan fuck up the bag. He fuck up the bag. You get the bag now. That's what happened. I could see that happening. I don't see Brian Norman Jr. calling Turkey. He wasn't fucking with Turkey like that. The only person in the equation that was right next to Turkey was Devin Haney. They were in the New York fight, not Brian Norman Jr. Where did Brian Norman Jr. fight at? In Japan. He wasn't in the New York card. He wasn't in the plans. Since Ryan Garcia fucked up the bag, he was talking directly to Devin Haney. Devin Haney picked who he wanted to fight. Mark my words on that. Because he didn't owe anything to Brian Norman Jr. So he made him an offer to fight Devin Haney, is what I believe of what took place. So all this speculation of, Devin is scared of this fight and Devin's going to pull out and Devin's going to this and Devin's... Really? You really think that Devin Haney said to himself, he sat back in his house and he said to himself, you know what? Let me fuck up my career even more right now. I mean, I'm getting scrutiny from all sides. Let me really bury my career by talking shit and signing up to fight Brian Norman Jr., then pull out. You know the scrutiny he would get for that? I don't think he went into it thinking that. I think he went into it thinking, yo, I can outsmart Brian Norman Jr. And stylistically, I think this is a bad matchup for Brian Norman Jr. I really do. Devin Haney is a lot better fighter, a lot skilled fighter than fucking Jin Sasaki, bro. Devin's a problem. Devin's smart. What happened to Devin, it's good that happened to Devin. That Ryan shit, quiet as kept, it could be good or it could be tragic. We're about to find out because the world's about to see what Devin Haney's built like. Because if he's built the way I think he's built, Devin, he's going to shine on Brian Norman Jr. Brian Norman Jr. has a problem on his hands. And I don't want him to get behind in the fight and think, I got to load up on one punch to knock out Devin Haney. Because there might be a point where he's going to have to try to box Devin Haney. You know, Brian is slick. He's a little crafty. But on a certain level, a fighter. I've never seen him as slick to the American slick style of boxing the way that Devin Haney pulls it off. Devin has glimpses and you can see it in him of great fighters. He wasn't complete yet. You got to remember that Devin was a young man. In fact, Devin is coming in the older fighter in this fight. For now Devin's starting to come across where now he's fighting the younger guy. He's no longer the younger guy, Devin Haney. Because Brian Norman Jr. is younger than him by 2 years, I think. So like, see, Devin's been here before. The bright lights, none of this shit is going to matter. Shit, Devin went to enemy territory not once, but twice. Yo, and he didn't blink in his performance. Devin, that's not his problem. When Devin got dropped by Ryan Garcia and he realized how strong Ryan Garcia was and how outmatched he was fighting his pride. He didn't know how to get out of his head, Devin. And it was a good learning experience, but a horrible night type shit. But he managed to get out of that unscathed, so to speak, with the controversy standing, behind the matchup and the testing of Ryan Garcia. And everybody knows that this fight has been called off as a no contest. So very terribly unscathed. But there's one thing you cannot take away from Devin Haney, and that's the beating that he took in the ring. Each time he got dropped in that fight, those were punches and damage that he took in his career that you cannot ignore. No matter what the outcome of the fight, Devin Haney still took that massive ass whooping. I've seen worse of ass whoopings, yes. And since Devin Haney was fairly young, and that was really like the first ass whooping he's ever took in his career, I said, boy, he could take one and come back from it. I don't think that Devin Haney is a damaged fighter. I just think that Devin Haney has to find his confidence as a fighter back. And that fighter that he always imagined or visioned or dreamed of being, Devin Haney needs to turn into him. And by beating Brian Norman Jr., that would be a good scalp. But hey, don't take it from me, right? After he beats him, you know what they're going to say? Brian Norman Jr. wasn't nobody. That's what they'll say. They'll turn around and say that he didn't fight anybody. And who did Brian Norman Jr. fight? This, that, and the third. That's what they'll turn around and say rather than give Devin Haney credit or Brian Norman Jr. credit, because there's a flip side to this quarter. And the other side to this equation is the other guy on the other side of the ring, which is the motherfucking WBO champion, the one and only Brian Norman Jr. So put some respect on the man's name too on the other side of the ring, because I'm going to tell you right now, that man is very strong. Boy, he's just one big muscle. He walks in the ring like this. I'm going to tell you right now, he unleashes that power. Boom! Bro, he lift that man off his feet. You seen the blood on that man's face. And yo, he followed him down and was just staring at him like this. Yo, it was crazy. Yo, that knockout that he hit Jin with, Jin woke up and was honest. He said, I forgot the last month. What happened yesterday or what I ate for breakfast. That motherfucker, yo, he hit Jin so hard he was back in his mother's womb inside the baby like this in a fetal position. He was thinking about coming out like bloop, bloop, bloop. Yo. So Brian Norman Jr. brings punching power and speed and timing to the equation. See, a lot of people are criticizing Brian Norman Jr. for not having this footwork, or so they say, right? It's kind of like I feel anyway, it's kind of like Michael Jordan. Oh, Michael, you can't shoot the three. He goes out there, kills him with the three, right? He goes, I can shoot the three, I just never had to. Brian Norman Jr. is saying, I can move my feet, I just really never had to. Because Brian Norman Jr.'s success and his punching power, if you know boxing, we know where it comes from. The fact that he sits back on his punches so much He's he's a little flat-footed. He count he counts on his torque and his base. He's already set. He's not coming off of a bounce, like off the balls of your toes. He's not bouncing into rhythm and then, like, you know what I'm saying? What he's doing is he's pushing off his feet with the burst and all shoulder. Boom. He's really strong, man. So Brian Norman Jr. hits like that, right? Let me catch up to some of y'all messages. What's up, guys? What's up, S2K Mac? Canelo is the face of boxing. Or you just text me, Marcos, what's up? Yo, so like that thing about Canelo face of boxing shit, right? I've heard that like on several different like platforms, right? They've been discussing about who's the face of boxing, whether or not Terrence Crawford, rightfully so, is the face of boxing. And that's a big topic in itself. Even the one with Brian Norman Jr. and Devin Haney, I was just talking about, and that matchup, I really like that matchup. And I think, for that, I want to see, may the best man win in that, right? Type shit. I'm going to drop the link right here. And if you want to come up and talk about some of these things, I've set the tone for, the conversation. What do you and if you have anything else, we'll talk about it. So remember the rules here. We don't swear at each other. We talk to each other as men. I respect all, your points of view. I'm not here to sell you or change your mind. If you have an opinion on a fighter or you would like to talk about a certain topic, you can join us up here. We can talk about it. But as far as Saul Canelo Alvarez in the face of boxing, I want to touch upon that too. And I'm glad you kind of bring it up because the reality of what's going on is this, right? Um, we live in a world of social media now. A lot of things have changed where that boxers are getting more exposure even early in their career before even throwing one punch in a professional ring. Coming up from the amateurs, guys got buzzes already. Not throwing one punch in, they're already highly favored because throughout social media, you got to connect with other fighters you normally would have never ever have seen. You see? So because of the era that we live in, it's not no longer you beat the man that was the man, so you become the man. Rightfully so, rightfully deserving, Terrence Crawford should be the face of boxing, hands down. There should be no debating that. But that's not how it is. The face of boxing is not the most skilled fighter. See, a lot of people take that and they get them both confused. That when you say the face of boxing, he has to be the greatest boxer. That must be the pound for pound best fighter in the world. That's not so. Because the face of boxing and the pound for pound great usually are not the same person. You see? And it doesn't, because the face of boxing, it's not, like I said, the most skilled. It's who sells the most tickets, who the fans come out to come see. And unfortunately, until Terrence Crawford starts selling out without Saul Canelo Alvarez's name in the equation, because I think that Saul can still sell right now. I'm going to tell you right now, for no belts, it could be no belts on the line. Say you're going to put Saul Canelo Alvarez in with David the Monster Benavidez. Will that fight sell? Go. Okay. He can sell. Now, would that fight sell more than Terrence Crawford versus David the Monster Benavidez? And Terrence got 4 belts. I'm not sure. So the face of boxing is going to be, in nowadays era, the most popular. If Ryan Garcia sells more than Saul in the next fight, in the next guess who's the face of boxing? Ryan Garcia. If Tank Davis and Jake Paul, that's going to be up for debate because it's going to be an exhibition, because he's not getting credit in a boxing professional setting. Tank's not getting awarded for this fight. So even if he does numbers, technically, you didn't do that in a professional fight. It was a boxing match, just not a professional one. So that'll be up for argument. You see? So typically, the face of boxing is the person that sells the most, not the most skilled. No. And they want the most skilled to be the face of boxing. I get it, because rightfully so, that's the way it should be, right? It should be the guy that's the most skilled, that did the most shit. Damn it, he should be the face of boxing. But the people are not coming out to see him as much. He could sell out in Omaha. Yeah, he can sell out there. But can he sell out in Las Vegas? Can he sell 70,000 in the Raiders Stadium, him and another opponent? Can he do that again? Without someone other than Saul? Who? Who can Terrence Crawford do that with? Bring 70,000 people out. Tyson? Wait a minute. God bless, bro. You blow, Edwin. You win, bro. Edwin. Well, yeah, I mean, those are old guys. I'm talking about right now. Who could Terrence Crawford get in the ring with? Now, you guys heard the rumors, of course, right? Of course, right? With the Charlo twin. Now, no, the Charlo twin is not going to move the needle with Terrence Crawford. I don't give a fuck. That's not a $70,000 people attending packed arena fight. You're not going to get that. You're not even going to get 70,000 back with the rematch with Errol Spence Jr. I think, and you can put this shit in Omaha, or you can put it in Texas with Errol Spence. You're only going to get 25,000, 30,000, maybe, at that fight. I hope. Nah, bro. Maybe Errol Spence can bring a little bit more to the equation. Nah, he already whooped his ass bad. People ain't coming out. Nah. The tickets ain't going to be that expensive. You can sell a lot of them at cheap price, maybe. Make it look good. But ain't going to be them movie star ticket money prices. Not like no Super Bowl prices, right? You know what I'm saying? Like $3,000 for one Super Bowl ticket. You know what I'm saying? Like, see? Like shit like that. Like, that's typically what a Super Bowl ticket costs, I got my Super Bowl ticket here. Where's my Super Bowl ticket? Where the fuck is that shit? Where did I put that? It's in the book. Oh, speaking of which, should I do it here now? I was going to wait and do this during the Super Bowl or something, because this is not a football channel, because I don't know what's going on in football right now. Ever since Tom Brady retired, fuck football, right? I just haven't watched football anymore, right? So I was going to do something. My boy had sent me this shit. And I was like, yo, as soon as he sent it to me, I was like, yo, this is crazy, right? Because this is Tom Brady's rookie card. You guys know what Tom Brady's rookie card looks like, right? If you go look it up, if you Google it, that's his rookie card. This card is $1.something million. This card by itself, just the card by itself. So when he sent it to me, I was like, what the fuck is this, right? And then I was like, something's crazy with this, because they're all Tom Brady rookie cards. I'm like, bro, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 million right there, right? And we still counting, right? I'm like, what the hell is this? So he let me know what it was. He was like, these are all replicas of Tom Brady's rookie card. So, like collectors, if you never had the opportunity of getting a real Tom Brady trading card, these are rookie cards. You know what I'm saying? And you can it'll be cool to have a Tom Brady card like this in your collection. You can't tell them apart. And you just got to go on the back and it tells and then you'll see that it's not a rookie card. You see, it'll tell his story or whatever on the back of that one. But the front is identical to the original card, So, and I was like, yo, and he was like, yo, take them and do something on the show. And just anybody that wanted to win a Tom Brady, replica rookie card, I was going to like give them out like that and shit. So, yeah, I thought that was really cool and shit. I was like, damn. I saw it. I was like, yo, ain't that Tom Brady's rookie card? Yo, that shit was crazy, right? So he gave me other cards, were interesting cards too. All replicas, of course. This one is dope, though. This one's dope. The Tom Brady autograph one, that one's dope. And then this is a replica right here, I think. So I'm not sure because it has his stats in the back. So this just might be an actual card. Not a real expensive one, though, because he got his stats in the back right there. It's like his 5th season. Brady. That one. Then this one. That Brady one. And then this Brady one right here. This Brady one is dope. And then this card right here, he gave me, right? This card is dope, right? It's the 76ers Mark Jackson card, right? And it's not because Mark Jackson is on the card. It's because, where are they? Right here. The Melendez brothers are in attendance. They're right there, sitting in front row. You guys know who the Melendez brothers are, right? They're right there. See them right there? That's the Melendez brother. When they took the picture and they put the card out and they made the print, these two brothers are the ones that killed their mother and father for their money, and they got sentenced to life sentences. The two brothers, the Melendez brothers, and when they got the insurance money, they went on a spending spree. They bought like matching Rolexes, 2 Porsches, and they bought tickets courtside to the New York game. And they took a picture and put the card out, and lo and behold, a few days they were going to be charged with their parents' murder, and it came out in the card. And that's the original card. Like, that's not a copy of the card. This is the original card. Like, look at the back. That's the original card. Like, that's not a copy of the card. This is the original one. So, but it's, it's not worth all that much, but it's cool if a collector wants that card with the 2 killers that killed their parents, the Melendez brothers and shit. So I thought that was always cool. This one too in the back, the Brady that went to Michigan, the autographed Brady, I like that one too. That was a good card right there. So I like that one. But these are replicas. These are replicas right here of cards. And then what was I talking about? The football, David Ortiz. Baseball. I'm from Boston. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even a Red Sox fan, but I went to this thing because my boy, the one that hooked me up with these cards, he's like my brother from another mother. And we go to shit like this, me and him. So we went to there it is right there. Bingo. Ticket. Yo, Big Papi Ortiz signed it at his book signing. We went to the book signing and he signed it. And I have the other one right here from another. I be doing a lot of sports shit, right? And I got this one, the Ray Allen. I went to Ray Allen's book, and I met Ray Allen, and he signed my book. He signed this one right there. I got a Ray Allen autograph right there. He signed it himself, both of them. And then, like I was saying, this is the Super Bowl ticket, right? On the front of it, it says it, $3,300. See it? $3,300. So that's what it says right there. See it right there, right there. See? So, and that was this was this is an authentic Super Bowl ticket. This is authentic. Um this is Brady's last Super Bowl in Tampa Bay. This is Super Bowl yeah, it says it right here. See it right there? This is the one that Brady played against Mahomes and the Chiefs. That's this Super Bowl ticket. And I'm not auctioning that off. That's not going anywhere. No, that's not going anywhere. That's mine. Uh Mainly, mostly anything Brady I'm keeping, except them replica cards that I will give, but Brady gave us too many parties, bro. Too many parties, bro. Listen, boss. Woo! Yo, them floats just kept coming, baby. 13 years of fucking partying. We woke up all drunk, bro. Between the Patriots, the Red Sox, the Celtics, and the Bruins, that stretch, 13 championships in Boston, 13 fucking floats, 13 stupid parties, bro. It's crazy, bro. Brady almost did it back to back to back to back 3 times. He got stopped one year and then the next year he did it. It's just fucking ridiculous what he did. He did too much. He did too much for us. Too much. I I need the $100 replicas. 100. You want yo, but Bud can't. Yo, that's not a good style matchup. Bud against David the Monster Benavidez. I understand. Oh, we wanted Saul to do it. Why should we not protect Bud? Bud should be able to do it if Saul could do it. Type shit, right? I get it, but that's not what that is. Bud just devised a plan to beat one man, not to be responsible to the division. He's not really the size of these guys. I think David the Monster Benavidez will come in decently heavy and he's still fast. He'll bludgeon Terrence Crawford. He'll walk Terrence Crawford down. David the Monster Benavidez will walk straight to Terrence Crawford in exchange. He's exchanged with bigger men. At 175, what weight do you think the 175 pounders are cutting? And Saul, he was always the smaller 168 out of all his fighters. Even Jaime Munguia was taller than him. Caleb Plant was bigger than him. Edgar Berlanga was bigger than him. Saunders was bigger than. They were always bigger than Saul. He was just a little guy that was so powerful that he seemed like a giant. That everybody said that Saul was going to be too big, and in actuality, he was never that big. His persona was bigger. Saul's persona was bigger than what actually he was. When Terrence Crawford finally came face to face with him, he said, "Oh, I could do this. I could do this." You saw when Saul Canelo Alvarez tried to go up to 175, he got stopped by one of the best 175. Joe Saunders wasn't, but Demetrius Bivol was. And how much weight do those dudes cut? How much are they coming in on fight night? If Edgar Berlanga against Saul for 168 came in 190 on fight night, 198, 195, being abusador, right? Real heavy as shit, right? So if he came in like that, would you think that 175, bro? And then David the Monster Benavidez is not short like Canelo Alvarez. I think that would be a terrible fight for Terrence Crawford. A terrible fight. I don't like it, but Terrence Crawford shouldn't have went and putting his nose in business he wasn't going to be able to sustain. And now are we looking at boxer with a double standards? It's okay that Terrence Crawford can go up to another division, fuck with the belts, and we're supposed to be cool with it. But if Saul doesn't fight this guy, then he's running with the belts, ducking people. You know, what is it? Are we in better hands with Terrence Crawford with the belts than we were with Saul? Ask the number one in the 168 across the board. Who are the number one at 168 across the board? Ask those guys. Well, now because of the fact that Terrence Crawford won the belt, Saul Canelo Alvarez number one. But once in upon a time, right? You know what I'm saying? Hamza Shari, Diego Pacheco. You know what I mean? Well, Jaime Munguia got beat. Lester Martinez is in the mix. Jamel Charlo's got a high ranking, but not rightfully deserving. Caleb Plant lost. All right. To the new entrant, which is Jose Resendiz. Now, Jose Resendiz does deserve a shot at them belts for beating. Yeah, that's right, Caleb Plant. I don't think people like Resendiz is happy that Terrence Crawford is now holding up the belts. Where does that leave their future plans of becoming a world champion finally in their career? How long has Resendiz been fighting for? How long? How long you think he's been fighting for? You feel me? So, what is Terrence Crawford going to do with these belts? Is he going to defend them? Where are we? Bro, I don't think he's going to defend them belts like he didn't defend them belts at 147. Terrence Crawford's not that kind of dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't take nothing away from him. He's playing the game also strategically. See, what Saul Canelo Alvarez did, Terrence Crawford would never do that for nobody. You mean to tell me you want me to give you an opportunity to be a 4-time world champion, a unified, undisputed world champion? You want me to give you an opportunity to change your stars because you haven't had a stellar career? Hell no. I'd rather relinquish the belts, get them out the mud, get them one at a time. I'm not finna give you an opportunity to change your stars on one night. And I don't think they should be forced to do so. You know, it took Naoya Inoue to get those first 4 belts. How about Terrence Crawford? How he went and got those first 4 belts at 140? You know what I mean? How long did it take him? What was the process? How long did he wait for Errol Spence Jr.? 4 years? 3.5 years or something? In order to fight him once he came into the division? Had he not suffered that car accident, that fight would have took place a lot sooner. You know how many years he sacrificed to chase down those belts? And you expect him to wait all that time and put all that together and just say, hey, no problem, I'll give you a shot on one night. For all the hard work, I did all the work for you. I went and collected all the belts, and all you got to do is show up, get one good punch in on me, knock me out, walk away with everything it took me a lifetime to achieve. Terrence Crawford is like, fuck you. I'm not doing it. And he doesn't do it. He doesn't defend all 4 belts. He never has in none of the divisions he's ever had the 4 belts. What makes me think he's going to start now? As he's getting older. When he was younger, he wouldn't defend all 4 belts. He don't got one defense for all 4 belts, on none of them. He just feels that, no, fuck you. I'm not giving you an opportunity. It took me a lifetime to get this shit. Nah, here, you go get it like I got it. You know? And if he beat a champion that had 3 belts, that's a fucking dominant champion, isn't it? It's not a champion that got 1 belt, is it? No, that's a 3-belt holding champion. And Errol Spence Jr. So Errol Spence Jr. was a strong champion. He didn't just have 1 belt. He didn't have 2 belts. He had 3 belts. He was this close himself from getting the last Infinity Stone. So that's a fucking strong ass champion. Don't just wipe it away like, oh, he fought one guy for 3 belts. Bullshit. I thought the more belts you have, the stronger a champion you are. Period. What the fuck is it good to be a 3-time world champion if you ain't getting no weight? There's no weight behind it. In the end, when they beat you and they just say, oh, well, Errol Spence Jr. had 3 belts, so he only beat one guy to get all 4. And what are you saying? That one guy he beat was the equivalent of all 3 champions because he had all 3 belts, didn't he? So what the fuck are you saying? Errol Spence Jr. is showing you that he is the strength of 3 champions in one guy. Good enough for me. Checks out. Terrence did it. He did it. So, but he's not the type of fighter that's going to give you an opportunity at 4. He's never shown that he is, and respectfully so. That's on him to decide. See, some people want some champions like Naoya Inoue or Usyk, or the one that had the record, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Saul Canelo Alvarez defended those 4 belts 4 times successfully. He got Jaime Munguia under there, right? The Edgar Berlanga was only 3 belts on the line, so you can't count that one because he had already gotten stripped. Remember, they gave it to William Scope, so you can't count that one. So, but he had a few title defenses. Saul Canelo Alvarez, and respectfully so, you gotta like, because what was his last ones? Well, you can't count the Skull one because it would be under a title defense. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be like a right, guys? So you can't count the Berlanga one neither. Right? Which ones? What were his ones again? It's fucking. And then the Caleb Plant was a unification. That's when he won the IBF. So what came in between? That Jaime Munguia, right? That was one. What other? Let me see. I gotta think here now. Fucking boxing. Sometime. Okay. Maybe he had some early ones. The William Skull wasn't, the Edgar Berlanga wasn't, the Jaime Munguia was, the Charlo twin was, the Joe Ryder one was. And I think if I'm not mistaken, he defended all 4 belts against Triple G, and he won a unanimous decision. And that was his run right there. That was his consecutive, the run that they talk about that he defended. It was like 4 or 5 times, I remember, he defended the belt. And then recently just occurred, Naoya Inoue broke his record, right? And then Usyk, he had the opportunity to defend all the 4 belts against Tyson Fury, but he got stripped. And Daniel Dubois was upgraded to the IBF. So he never technically defended all 4 belts. Then Usyk had to go get his belt back, in which he just recently did. So now if Usyk fights again, now he would finally defend all 4 belts. But Usyk hasn't defended all 4 belts, not once neither. No. Technically, no. Nope. What up, guys? Oh yeah, no, I was in the ring with Jermaine Ortiz, man. I was watching him spar. Boy, man, woo! It was in there banging it out. He was sparring against this other kid, another pro boxer that was there. You could tell that they was getting some harder sparring in because the kid that he was sparring had a black eye already. You know, and they asked, you know, not to film or anything, or like, because these guys, you know, they call in. So I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to even say anything about that or whatever. I mean, I could say their names, I guess. I'm not, but not reveal what they sparred or whatever, but just to re- respect their privacy. Jermaine came in there, man. A lot of good up and coming young fighters came in, and boy, man, they was getting some serious work. And now this guy is a lot heavier than Jermaine. You could see where homeboy, and what they were using Jermaine for was his speed. And Jermaine was catching this dude, bro. Boom, boom, boom. I'm gonna check with everybody to see if I could just say his name or whatever, because somebody said something to me in the gym because they knew I was from Round One Sports Talk. They was like, "Yo, we just gonna ask you if you don't film." I don't know if they were meaning like keep it all under the wraps. Not sure. So before I say the other dude's name and shit, but you guys see me with Jermaine because Jermaine's from out here with us, and all I was, what's up? I was in there sparring, getting in work in the other ring, and then the professionals were sparring in the ring, the other ring on the side of us, like that. But once they started sparring, our shit ended because everybody got out the ring, started watching them. Yeah, watching the pros go at it, So that's how it goes. You know what I mean? So, but you can learn a lot from that. I was watching Jermaine, his technique, his footwork, man, the way them guys flow, man. And it gives me a newfound of respect for the boxers. Being back in the gym myself, just talking about these guys like if they're robots or he should be fighting him and this and this. You remember the punches do hurt. All these punches, every punch, the jab until like the third round where you're just seeing flashes and your face is just like pounding in enough, like pop out, pause, and like you're not feeling pain no more. But until that happens, them shots hurt. And you see the work that they put in and how, I'm watching Jermaine, like, and they're going full fledged, like 3-minute rounds, and they're doing 30-second breaks in between the rounds. They're not doing minute breaks, they're doing 30-second breaks. And then you see him like Jermaine just kicks off like bah, bah, bah. He came right in off the street, took his jeans off, put his shorts on right there, put his headgear on, slapped in the mouthpiece, strapped on the gloves in the wraps, and hopped in the gym, in the ring. And like these guys are professionals. They're well-conditioned machines. And you could see the difference between an amateur and a pro. I come in and my coach is like, "Yo, you better not hit that bag without stretching or thing. You can rip toward maybe because I'm old too, but it's for everybody because you gotta become that. You must become that, And you see these pro guys, man, and the speed and everything, and the power, boy, and boy, I miss being young, man. I tell you, man. And you see these guys the way they step and they flow, you know, um, and it gives you a sense of respect in their game. I never reached a level like that ever in my. I would love to tell you that I was ever on the close of looking like Jermaine Ortiz, bro. What a liar I would be, right? I was never there, right? That kid is good. And his sparring partner was good too. He was just bigger than Jermaine, but just as skilled. Just as skilled. I saw him catch Jermaine with a good shot too. And Jermaine was like, boom, like he got buzzed. I saw it in Jermaine's eyes. And Jermaine did well. He covered up nicely, spun off the ropes, worked the jab, shook it off, came forward, delivered his own strong punch. Boom! I was like, oh, these boys they were slugging it out, bro. You could hear the punches. And I was like, damn, man. So that was good, watching the pros go at it and shit. A couple other coaches. I saw Coach Scully there. Coach Scully was in the building. We chopped it up for a little while. And like in the gym, going in the gym, you could run into anybody, on any given day on our side, group of guys that are, would be in and out. I'm hoping to run into uh Juanita Lopez. I'm hoping to run into him because he's in that gym because of Rocky. So every now and then, little Juanita Lopez will come through the gym and whatever, and I'm hoping to running into him in the gym. So, I'll keep you guys posted and shit. Yeah. November 8th. Let's go round one. Good luck, bro. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Um, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna keep it to myself. Yeah, watch and learn. Absolutely. Round one coming in hot in the UPS. With the UPS trunks and shit, right? FedEx driver. Yo, I wish I could get a uniform like that and shit. You know what I mean? Because my opponent works for one of those, I think it is for FedEx or whatever. I'm fighting a FedEx driver. Yeah, he drives for FedEx. So it'd have been dope if I came in the match dressed as a UPS guy. He's the ops, the other side. You know what I mean? That'd have been dope as shit. But uh I ain't got money like that right now to be fucking designing a UPS fucking outfit for myself. Shit, this plane ticket and hotel was worse. It's $579, bro. I was like, there goes the majority of my fucking money I got saved up for the fucking event. Right there on just that. So I was like, damn. Um, and then the thing is that like Ness is doing this at Atlanta, right? At the event. They're gonna be doing this thing for like mouth guards, like real mouth guard, whatever things or whatever and shit like that. And I was thinking about having me made a real professional one and shit. But fuck it. I ain't got the money to do it like that right now. I gotta make sure that I gotta cover everything for the first few days or whatever, and then I'm good. I'm in and out and shit. It hit me in a tight month in November, bro. It was a tight month for me. So I was like, shit, but um I got my outfit, thank God. So I was like, all right. I knew to buy that shit early. I was like, I'm gonna wear that shit. You know what I mean? Because I knew that was gonna be something. But hey, it is what it is. And then Ness told me that he was gonna have like the gloves made. And now it seems like we're not gonna have the gloves done for this one. It'll be for the next Border Wars or whatever. So I don't know what's going on for that. And I want to keep asking him if we're gonna have a belt on the line. Because it should be a belt on the line for me and OC the boss. So he's talking about we gotta pay like $120 or whatever, some shit for the belt to be on or whatever. So that's in like another $120. So I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. But fuck it, it is what it is. I want a belt to be on the line. How's my weight coming? My weight's coming fabulous. I'm already underweight, right? So this is what I decided to do frontline, right? And I already talked about it on the fucking show yesterday or whatever, right? So they asked me about my weight, and he was like, "Yo, you looking real thin." I was like, "Yeah, I know, right?" Because I don't want to cut weight at the fight. I don't want to cut weight. I don't want to have to cut weight in the morning to make the fight weight at my age and then have to fight on that day later on in that day. I don't think I'll be rehydrated enough. I think he'll be able to punch me, he'll knock me out because my brain ain't gonna have all the liquid in it. And at my age, what's my punch resistance against a punch? You know what I'm saying? I can still believe in myself, be tough, whatever, but your body's your body, right? And I know I could take a punch because I took that 22-year-old kid's punch full fledged to the face, and I knew then, nah, I'm good. I'm good. I know I could take a punch. So, but dehydrated, can I take a punch? I knew I could take a punch, and I was fully hydrated when I took that punch from the 22-year-old kid. I was fully hydrated. So if you let me hydrate properly, I could take a punch. But dehydrate, cut weight, and then do it like that. So what I did was I decided to do this. I said, let me cut the weight all the way right now to get to the fight. What's going to happen from here to 2 weeks? I'm going to gain a couple pounds. I know I'm going to gain 3 or 4 pounds from here to 2 weeks. So it's going to give me the 3 or 4 or 5 pounds back on. So if I have to cut weight, I'll cut 2 to 3 pounds tops. Tops. Shit, I can go in a sauna for a half hour or go like that, take a shit, come back and weigh myself and make weight. Now I got to fight. Now I'm good. Now I can just eat, hydrate. You see? But all that trying to cut 10 pounds at my age, bullshit. I thought of that shit. I said, wait a minute. You think I'm going to go in there and think that I could cut 10, 12 pounds like I was when I was 17 years old? You really think you can do that? And then get in on that day and fight? Let that dude, OC the Boss, try to play that game with me. Let him try to cut all that weight. See what happens. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm going to hit him with this fucking shot and I'm going to lay him the fuck out. I'm trying to tell you. If he tries to come in that ring on that cut 10-pound shit, bro, I'm going to leave him right there in the middle of the ring. I'll bang with him right there. I'll go toe-to-toe with him banging right there because I'll believe in my punch versus his shot. I'll walk him down. Fuck it. Punch me all you want. Let's go. And once I land my shot, you cut that much weight, bro, it's just a matter of time. We're too old. We're too old. There's no way. No, I already have to be the weight, bro. And that's what I'm gambling on. I said, fuck that. I'm going to get in the range. See, my fight, the lowest we can come into the fight is 162. And the highest we can come into the fight is 82. That's the highest. Here's my man right now in the building. Speaking of the devil, you know he's checking on me. You know what? Because I say what I say. I do what I does. You know what I'm saying? Because and then OC the Boss. Hold on. Let me give him proper respect. Let me throw him up here like this. Hold on. Bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me put on the headset. How you doing, brother?
What's up? What's up? What's up, big dog? What's up? Hey, listen.
You're looking a little thinner today. What'd you do? What'd you do today?
Listen, bro. I told you I was at work the other day when we was online. I'm good. Hey,
You're looking a little thinner today, Holmes.
listen. I'm at 182.
182?
Yes, sir. We
I'm
14
180 right
days
now.
out. We 14 days out. So
Yeah.
175. Listen, I'm coming in under 175. But listen, bro. I heard what you said, and you right. I haven't. Let me turn my TV down. Uh, I heard what you said, and you're right, bro. Listen, this camp has been good. I'm losing the weight properly. I'm eating properly. Taking my fluids in properly. So I won't be weight drained and none of that shit like
I
that.
hope not.
Everything gonna be smooth. Yeah.
That's what I
But
said. I said,
hey,
if this guy thinks he's gonna do that,
hey,
that
but remember what you said though, right?
right. What's that?
We gonna fight Mexican style. We gonna stand in the
Ooh,
middle of the
Mexican style.
ring.
Are you trying to hold
We
me
gonna.
to that?
I
You
mean,
listen,
hey,
listen, brother. Listen, brother. I'm all in your head. Okay,
are you?
I'm
You
all
think
I'm all
so?
in here. I got you thinking. You see, I already got you planning and assuming certain things. I might say one thing and do another thing. I don't know.
Hey.
However I feel. You see what I'm saying? See, you don't dictate how I fight, brother. See what I'm saying? You don't dictate
Yeah.
how I fight. You see,
Okay.
because in this matchup, you are here to assist me on whooping your ass. See what I'm
You
saying?
think
So
so?
this is the dance, and this is the way it's gonna go. What you got to say about that, brother? What you got? I mean, what you got to
Hey,
say?
listen, I'm prepared for it all. So however you think you're gonna switch your game plan up, man, listen, I'm gonna stop and steamroll you no matter what. So
Okay,
you wanna run, I chase you. You know what I'm saying? You wanna stand in the middle, I'll beat you in the middle. It don't matter, bro. I got you. Listen,
y'all
I'm
heard
gonna
that
pack
shit? He said,
listen,
"Round one,
I'm gonna
run."
pack you up and get you on up out of here, man.
Oh shit! I ain't never ran from a man, and I ain't gonna start today.
Oh, you gonna
Listen.
start.
I
Yes.
ain't gonna start today. No, I'm not. Look, listen. If you guys are not familiar, get familiar. This is OC the Boss, the gentleman I will be fighting November 8th on Border Wars. You can check us out online on TBV Boxing or Round One Sports Talk. It will be streamed live on both platforms.
That's dope.
This is my victim right here. I want
The
you to take a
victim.
look at him, guys. I want you to take a look at him. Look at what he looks like
Yeah.
before the fight. We want the before and the after because after the fight, he's gonna look like that cartoon where he said, "How
Nah,
many lumps do you want?"
nah.
And then he gonna have all the lumps all over the place. You know what I mean? This fight's gonna be hot, exciting. Shit, it might be worth going down to Atlanta if you're not too far away. Checking in the fight. Tickets are online and they are available. Come on out there,
Hey,
support us, support
round
the
one.
cause,
Check
cause
this out.
there's gonna be a lot of slow singing, flower bringing. What do you
Damn.
got to say, OC?
No, listen. No matter how I pan out, right? Win, lose, or
Yep.
draw. Uh, I'm gonna give you a respect now because you know you took this challenge. You got yourself together. You cut as much weight as you needed to cut to get to where you comfortable at. Listen, man. Keep moving. Don't let this be it, man. Cause listen,
Well,
I guarantee you. Listen. Hear me out. Hear me out.
yep.
I guarantee you. After this fight, again, win, lose or draw, but you gonna lose. But after this
Mm,
fight, they gonna call you out, man. They gonna wanna fight you, bro. They gonna
yeah.
wanna fight you. So don't let this be your last one, bro. Don't let this be
Mm.
your last
Look,
one.
look,
You know,
we'll
because
see.
listen, at the end of the day, no matter how I pan out, you know, this is gonna boost both of us up
Yeah, absolutely.
within this border wars community, right? So you might have a plethora of fighters that want to fight you. I might have some that want to fight me. Hey, listen, we never know. We might end up running it back again, win, lose, or draw. But
Mhm,
I don't plan on losing. But we
mhm.
might run it. We might end up running it back again because the who's to say that our fight might be just that competitive
Right.
where they want to see it again,
Right,
right?
absolutely. And right now, respectfully, you know,
Yeah,
for just for the moment, just
yeah,
out of listen, thank you for taking this this fight, giving me this opportunity. Thank you for showing up to the fight and believing in the fact that I wasn't going to waste your time. I was also
right,
going to show up. This is a
right.
dream of mine, to fight on a stage where it was televised. Unfortunately, for my young career, amateur was short lived for my own
Yeah,
reasons. I never got to get a fight where I thought that I would never be fighting on a televised fight. So in competitive nature, man, I got a lot of respect for you. May the best man win. All shit talking aside, man. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for you because there's a lot of people that'll talk the talk, and then at the
yeah.
end they'll pull out. Or how many guys signed up for Border Wars that couldn't make it, or at the end didn't, you know what I mean, for whatever reasons, not taking shots at anybody. But it's just, this is tough. This is tough. And to go in there and it sounds easy. I've seen bigger, tougher men quit because they couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? They had all the will and all the desire, but they didn't have the gas tank, and it's gonna show if we put in the work,
Hmm.
and there's no question on your end. I seen you go 3 rounds. I
Yeah,
seen you go 3 rounds in a tough, contested fight. So I know you're good on your end, and thank you for sharing the ring with me. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? But that's it right there
That's
until the
it.
until
Let
the
it
fight
stop
is
there.
over
Yeah,
with.
yeah, yeah.
Until the
Let
fight is
it.
over with. You know what I'm saying? So to speak, because we got to fight. We got to fight on our hands. And
Right.
you know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid of a little violence. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I have a little violence before my coffee. You know what I mean?
Right.
It depends what day it is. You know what I mean? It might be a Wednesday. I don't know. You know what I mean? Right? But listen, I just want you to prepare, train
Yeah.
hard. I hope your trainer is Mr. Miyagi himself because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need it, brother. You're
But
gonna need
need
it.
it.
You're gonna need it. Yeah, because look, I weighed you,
Yeah.
tried you, and then I
Yeah.
sentenced you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I told you on the other show, I sentenced your ass to a 2 to 6.
Yeah.
Now,
You
what a
got
two to
it.
six means, you know what a 2 to 6 means? It means I'm
Yeah.
gonna whoop your ass for 2 to 6 minutes. The
Yeah.
round, 2 minutes rounds, and there's 3 rounds, so that's 6 minutes. So anywhere in between that, it can all come to an end for you very shortly, within 2 to 6 minutes. So you're gonna have to plead guilty to this. You know what I'm saying, OC? That's what it is. That's what it is. And that's how I feel. But OC, if you think you're gonna come play spoiler in Atlanta, you're looking good, my man. I gotta admit, you look good. You look good. I gotta admit, you look like you come in a fight. You don't look like you bullshitting now. Now I'm
Good to
like,
be back.
okay. Now I'm like, Well, all right. I'll acknowledge him 5 more% now. All right. All right. I've taken 4 more% serious. What up, OC? You look a little busy there.
Yeah.
He's been doing physical training at UPS and Amazon. Oh, he's getting a phone call. Yo, might have knocked him out the box. Now, OC the boss, he's back in the building. You know, OC ain't going out like that. Must have had a phone call. Ding! Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
OC
back.
don't go out like that. There he is.
I'm back. I had a phone call. I'm back.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Hey,
people are
listen,
already starting to speculate. You know what I'm saying? So then
speculate? Nah, they shouldn't.
maybe OC cut out now. We'll never see him again. No, stop it. Stop it. Yo,
Listen,
so OC, and let me
yo,
ask you a question. Let me ask you a
yeah,
question, right?
yeah.
Okay. Besides
Mm-hmm.
our fight, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your history on Border Wars. How many Border
Yeah.
Wars have you fought on?
This is gonna be my
Okay.
second month. Yeah.
All right.
So my rest of my fights was all USA boxing. So
Right.
yeah,
Right.
you know,
So
so this is my
and then
second
where
Border
did
Wars.
this OC the boss? I mean OC. Where did this OC the boss against CYP fight come out? Where did that beef come out?
So so I mean, even before you got on the show, I think.
Right.
Man, me and dude used to go always go back and forth. You know how his mouth is, man. You know how
Right.
loud
Right.
he is, right?
Right.
And I'm trying to explain to him that I ain't taking nothing from him. I ain't knocking him about none of that shit, however his life was, but I'm trying to tell this dude, like, man, listen, you a schoolboy, man. You ran track and you did this, you did that. Like, that's not where I come from. That's not my
Hmm.
background. My background is some
Hmm.
serious shit, right? So I'm
Right.
like, I don't do the internet in the
Right.
tweet. I don't do all that shit back and forth, bro. We gonna see each other, we
Right.
gonna see each other.
Right.
And then again, you know how you do when he threaten you, if I see you this and I
Right.
see
Right.
you
Right.
that, and I'm like, so, you know, um, we supposed to fight. I think World War 15 or 14, but you know, yeah, I'll be the laughing stock where everybody can talk about me about the
Nah.
sciatic nerve. If you ever had a sciatic nerve
Nah, nah,
issue,
nah. I fuck with
that
you. I
shit is
fuck with you
serious.
on that.
That shit
No,
is
no, no.
serious.
And I believe you.
That
I've
shit is
given you
serious.
hard shit on it,
Yeah,
but it's
yeah,
because
yeah,
I'm talking shit, right?
yeah,
But yo, at our age, bro,
yeah.
I've
It's,
had
hey, listen. Not even at our age though, because you know my coach is younger than me. My coach is several years younger than me,
yep,
and he had it, and he told me about it. And I was like, damn, that's messed up. Like you know, one day I woke up, boom, I had it. I'm like, oh shit.
yeah,
So you know, it's part of stretching, and
yeah,
we don't stretch properly. Shit
right,
like that happen. But
yeah,
man, listen, I was supposed to be in Border Wars 15, 14, I think 13. And every time I was supposed to be in Border Wars, man, something happened.
right,
I caught the COVID, so I had to pull out. My father died right before Border Wars, so I had to pull out. You know what I'm saying? So 16, when I just did this last one, I had a half-ass camp. You know what I'm saying?
right,
I ain't gonna lie, I kind of looked past Forbes because
right,
my skill level, and I thought
right,
just my skill level would beat
right,
him, right?
right,
But not knowing
right,
Forbes, not knowing all my past shit and whatever, Forbes was watching me. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? So Forbes was studying my style and
right,
how Forbes beat me this time, he took his time and he paced himself, bro, so he wouldn't gas himself out. And I think
mhm,
that's what I was depending on. And yeah, he threw more punches and he lasted and boom, I
right,
lost. It is what it
right,
is.
right,
You know what I
right,
mean? But
right,
as I'm saying now, I got up for this one with me and you.
mhm,
So I'm like, what y'all seen in Border War 16, y'all definitely won't see me
right.
like that in Border War 17. Now
Oh,
so round one, I hate it. I mean, it's messed up, but now you about to get the competition OC, the OC that's in shape. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Forbes
This is
got the
the
eye.
fighter that CYP should have got.
If me and you didn't fight, if me and you didn't get it
Right.
on, see, yeah, it would have been me and CYP
This would
right
have
now.
been the fighter
Yeah,
CYP
yeah,
get. Right.
yeah.
Okay.
It would have been me and
Because,
C. And so
because
that's why he's so mad. But listen, when the negotiations didn't work between me and him, you end up sliding in. So
Right,
you know what I mean? So it,
right,
it happened with me and you. He can't be mad. Take the back
right,
burner. It
right.
is what it is. Remember round one, he always on the show yelling, we need
Oh,
him. We the important, he the
right,
important one. We just the nobody. We just but listen,
right,
I told him to sit on the shelf. I'm sitting you on the shelf. But look
right.
at him though. Look,
Yeah,
look, look at his
he's
mouth.
tight. He's
Right?
tight. No, 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 no. I remember, like I get on the show, right? And since he doesn't have you there, I see that he
Yeah.
focuses his attention on me all of a sudden, like,
Yeah.
"Bah,
Yeah.
bah,
Yeah.
bah," right? And I'm, look, I can look into your eyes and I can tell you, you've been some places, you've seen some things. Same thing as me. I'm
Yeah.
born
Right.
in Newark,
Right.
New
Right.
Jersey, raised in
Right.
Philly, raised in
Right.
Western Boston. Like,
Right.
I done seen some shit and been through some shit and done some
Right.
shit, okay?
Right.
So, my life ain't been but a cakewalk neither, right? So, that in that aspect, these guys, we get on the show and we're talking about boxing, and all of a sudden they think that they know us from like, brother, you don't know
Yeah. Yeah.
anything about me. And then CYP starts going on his rant about how he's the star and
Right.
everything. And I said, to myself, I think there's room for all of us,
Right. Right. Right.
for
Right.
gentlemen to go out there and compete and give the people that still see the honor in boxing and the respect between
Right.
combative. You know what I'm saying? So like
Right. Right.
it's mutual respect with me, with you. I understand all shit talking aside. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah.
to
But
promote
that's
the
part
fight,
of listen. That's
but
part of the sport. That's part of the
yeah,
sport. But
but
my thing,
CYP
my
takes it to another level.
yeah, my thing with CYP, I'm saying to him, I get it, bro. We can go back and forth to build up a fight, or it's part of the sport, and that's what we do. But when you start talking personal shit,
Yeah, he's
or
crazy.
man, I'm not with that, man. Listen,
Right.
I don't come from that era. I come from that era, just like what I'm saying, like the young dudes now, when they see you, they be like, "What up, bitch?" I don't talk like that, man. In my
No.
era, if you called me that, or man, you was getting hit in your shit. You was getting hit in
Yeah,
your
man.
mouth out
No,
the
of
gate.
course.
Like,
Yep.
so I'm trying to explain to this dude, listen, bro, I'm from the Midwest. You way on the West Coast. We probably
Yep.
ain't gonna never see each other unless we bump into each other on this border war shit. And all I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Yeah.
say to you is, listen, I'm not gonna fuck up Ness what he got going on. But I tell you what, bro, if you cross me and you cross that line, I can't do nothing but show you what's happening with me.
Right.
Can't
Right.
do nothing but show you. You know what I'm
Right,
saying? I'm
right,
not,
right.
I'm
I
not,
can't
I'm not,
stop you.
I'm
Like
not,
I
I'm
tell the
not,
dudes, I
yeah.
can't stop you, but
I
I'll give
can't
you what you
stop
came
you,
for.
but I'm gonna give you, yeah, I'm gonna definitely give you what you came for, man.
You know what
So
I'm saying?
you,
So
that's my biggest issue with CYP and whoever else, anybody else that I may get into it with. That's my biggest issue. Like, man, listen, I get it. We got hoods in every state. We got tough guys in every state. You know what I'm saying? But listen, everybody is not cut from the cloth, man. So my thing, but like everybody, when they hit me up on the sideline, they text me up on the sideline or DM me on the sideline, and be like, bro, stop getting mad at CYP. That's a character. That's just his
yeah,
character. He don't act like that in real life. Even Ness hit me up and say, man, listen, that's his character, bro. He's not
yeah,
like that in real life. So then that's why I just started bringing it down. Like, okay,
yeah.
I get it. I get it.
Right,
But
right.
again, the old me and my old ways
I
it's
know.
clicking in, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and now I got to sit back and tell myself, bro, you ain't like that no more. You got to chill
I
out. You,
think
you know
I
what I'm
think
saying?
it's our era too,
Yeah, yeah,
when we
yeah,
came up in our era too. In our era, in our time, I can remember that it was a time when I was like 18, 19 years old where they were holding you to your word. Like it was
yeah,
no more you can go like on this end of the corner and say, "Man, I will fuck
yeah,
TJ up." By the time you
yeah.
got to this team, they said, "Didn't you just say you fucked TJ?" Well, there's TJ right there. Say it to his face. No,
Say it
and they
to
would
his
call
face.
you out on it. So
Right,
that was around the age I realized that we had to pay for what we said out of our tongue. Your
right,
tongue is a double-edged sword in the hood. You said something about something or some chick or something, shit always came to you. So dudes can get killed before over their words and stuff.
right,
So I was young, right? About 21, 22. I go down to Florida. And first time for me on a Florida basketball court. I'm out there, balling. And I hear another dude call another dude bitch. And he was like, "You," and I stepped back quick. I stepped back because I was waiting for the punches to start coming. I was like, "Oh shit, here he goes." He started laughing. So we go back to the court, and I asked the other dude. I said, he called him bitch and shit." And he said, "Yeah, yeah, that don't mean nothing out here." He said, "But he didn't call him a fuck nigga." And I said,
right,
"What?" And I said, and I thought that was the funniest thing when I heard it. I said, what do you call him? Say that again. And he said it. And he said, now, if you say that to a Florida dude, that's it. All guns is coming out the car, shit like that. So it depends what I realized the culture was different wherever you went. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Hmm.
West Coast dudes and the N word, they take that shit personal. And the East Coast is a lot different. It's a
Yeah,
lot
but
different.
listen,
I used
check
to,
this out. I
you know,
don't
so
listen, round one. I don't even off that shit. I don't even trip off that shit, right? Because
yeah,
for one, I know who I am. I know what I am, right? I ain't gonna
right,
even lie to you. I ain't gonna even lie to you, man. I be talking. That's the way I talk.
right.
I even be calling the white people niggas.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you
That's
know, if they get mad, they get mad. So if they get mad, my explanation to them is now you see how we feel. You get what
right.
I'm saying? Because you know
No,
they instantly gonna be like, that's not me, but well, that's how we feel when you call us that. You know what I'm
well,
saying?
well, well, actually, brother, I got you on the show.
Yeah,
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm full blood
yeah,
Puerto Rican.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I got Afro American,
yeah,
18% or whatever in my blood.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
like, you know what I mean? And we can say it, right? Okay, but I wanna just say this, publicly. I thought my era when I was 14 years old and that word and the NW came out and was like,
yeah,
I'm a nigga, you a nigga,
yeah,
when you know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah,
They all had
yeah,
the album and everything.
yeah,
We was rocking with the song and everything. I thought in my era when the kids started calling themselves that, at
yeah.
first I was a little taken back by it, but then I saw what it became during my era, and I was like, wow, that was a genius thing to do. They took the word that
Mm-hmm.
slandered them and made
Mm-hmm.
it hip. So when
Mm-hmm.
you said it, it took the sting out of the word. Then what they did was the white dudes, it seemed like they didn't like it. And they started
Mm-hmm.
getting these brothers in these zip up jackets and started saying,
Yeah,
tell them not to call themselves that
yeah,
because we
yeah,
want
yeah.
the word to still have meaning, to mean something. So when I say it, it triggers you,
Right.
it brings that out of you. But my era of kids, they started calling each other it, and the word soon didn't mean shit. The white teacher tried to call it, we laughed in her face. It's
Yeah.
these other people that wanted the word to still mean something, to have pain behind it. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that
Right.
my era, the kids that when I was growing up with it, they were geniuses for that.
Right.
Bro,
Right.
I can't take spick and make it hip. It doesn't work. It's always gonna mean freaking spick, bro. You know
I
what I
get what you're
mean?
saying. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I get what you're
You,
saying.
you
I
see,
mean, listen.
you take this thing right out of the word, bro, and like it had no more power until you
Right.
gave it back power. And
Right.
that's what they started doing in the Midwest and out there in that was California. They want like it to be like and it's never gonna work. But the
Man, listen,
NWA kids,
I think it's just different in different regions, you know what I'm saying? And different on different sides of the fence is different, you know? So
yeah,
I mean to each his own, right?
yeah,
Um,
yeah. They say you dug CYP.
yeah.
I don't think he
Hey,
dug
listen,
them. I don't
and
think he
that's
dug
and
because,
listen,
because
and listen,
technically CYP doesn't have any wins. He doesn't have any great wins to say that he was the best fighter there, right? To say that he can beat OC the boss. What
right.
did CYP do at Border Wars that
Nothing.
can say
Nothing.
OC the boss ducked him? They got the
Listen,
same record actually.
hey, listen, like I told CYP, right, when we was on the cool for a minute, I'm like, listen, bro, when he left the show, I'm like, yo, why you taking this little break from the show or wherever show you, whatever, whoever podcast you jumping on now, bro, take this time to go get you some fights. Take this time to go get you some experience.
Right.
Cause you know, after I beat you round one, he
Yep.
next.
Oh, he
He
next?
next.
He
Yeah,
he on chopping block
after I beat you, he
after he
next.
beat me.
Yes, he
Hey,
next.
shit,
He
shit is
next.
sweet around here. Oh, okay.
Hey.
Uh, uh, shit is
Hey,
sweet,
listen.
dog. Shit
Hey,
is sweet. Not,
listen. I gotta beat you, bro. I
not.
got to. I have to beat you. You know what I mean?
Look,
I have to beat you.
yo,
But
OC, man.
that's why I'm saying to you. Listen, when I beat you, that's why I'm saying to you. When I beat you, don't let this be it. You know what I'm saying? Let me. I want to see you. I want to see because
All
again, listen.
right,
Trust me. Round one. If the
all right.
fight is competitive enough, they won't want to see it again. So CYP might be bumped out of the picture again, right? So they
Again.
might want to see it again. And here we go, Border
Mm,
Wars 8. Well, I don't know. We kind of did sign a contract as far as Border Wars 18. But nevertheless, I will see you again at Border Wars 18. And maybe we had that face off again in Border Wars 19 or what. Because listen, come Border Wars 18, bro, I'll be 49. Imagine me beating CYP and he talked all this shit, but he got beat by a 49-year-old man,
Mm, mm.
right?
Well,
Mm,
I have my own vision, and it goes a little something like this. You'll be
yeah,
seeing me at Border Wars 18 while you buy a ticket and you in the stands coming off another loss, right?
never.
And I'm taking over the spotlight like the true boss that I am. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? There'll be little kids in the attendance. They'll have Round One Sports Talk shirts on, and I'll be
Yeah,
signing autographs and shit. You know what I'm saying? And right around that time, you should be healing from the ass whooping I put on you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you right now. Um, then maybe, just maybe, if the money's right, I might fight CYP. But for right now,
yeah,
I don't want to fight CYP for no reason. Why?
yeah,
He's just
yeah.
it just distasteful of a you know
He
what I'm
is.
saying?
And
The
he is.
way
He is.
the way he like this fake drama, we have
Yeah.
no real beef. Like he tried to make it over like some words or something or some
Right.
shit. Like it's coming off too like you're thirsty. You're
Right.
thirsty. You know what I'm saying? Because you're seeing other stars outstar you, outshine you. You know what I'm saying? And since my
Right.
star is shining the brightest right now, Round One Sports Talk, by the way, you know what I'm saying? And I'm carrying the show with OC on my back, like pause. But you know what I'm saying? I gotta bring OC up with me because I am the star of the show. So this, yes, I can see my vision of where this will catapult me. Yes, on. So yeah, probably no Border Wars 18. You will be seeing me there, but you'll be a
Yeah.
fan. You know what I mean?
I'll
And
be
I'll
a
be
fan.
you know what I mean? Yes,
Listen,
yes.
I'm listen until the boxing guys say it's enough for me and I need to stop. I'm gonna be in
Right.
every Border Wars. You feel
Oh
me?
yeah? Yeah.
I'm gonna be in every Border War. So listen, once I beat you, you won't see me. You won't you gonna continue to see me. You're gonna
Yo,
continue to see
OC,
me.
OC,
So
OC.
and every time I see you, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna point at you like, ah,
Yo, OC, yo, OC. Check it out, right? You can
yeah.
ask me now because before, do you want me to bring you a Round One Sports Talk shirt signed for you? I'll
Hey,
sign
that's
it.
cool.
You know what I'm
I
saying? I'll
like
sign it. I'll give you I'll give you a Round One
that's
Sports. You
cool.
know
I
what I'm
like
saying? Yeah.
memorabilia.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm gonna give you one. Take a photo op with you, the before and the after. You know what I'm
Before
saying?
and after.
The after though, it might be a little discomfort. You're gonna be like in
Mm,
the gurney. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? In
mm,
the back
mm,
of the ambulance, right? And I'm gonna be like
mm,
this, like
mm.
that, right?
You think
I'll be
so?
like, OC, put your hand up.
Right. Right. You got it. Hey, you got it. Listen. We got 13 days left, bro. We got
Damn,
13
bro.
days left.
13
No,
days.
came fast, right? Got
Wow.
13 days. Listen, man. I hope the best. Hope you in
Wow.
good health.
Mhm.
I hope you staying on track and everything is
Yeah, man.
everything. You know what I
For this
mean? And
Halloween, I'm dressing up as a W.
mm,
I'm
that's
gonna get the
nice.
win.
You
I'm gonna
should
be a
dress up.
huge W.
You should
You
dress
know what
up
I'm
as
saying?
the
I'm gonna get
L.
the win. You know
You
what I
should
mean?
dress up as the L though. You should dress up as
Nah,
the
a
L.
W. I'm just going a big W, the win.
Mm,
You know what I mean? That's
okay.
what I'm gonna
Yeah.
be. You know, you
So
could be
listen.
the L.
So
You could
listen.
be
You gonna be disappointed, and Marco going. I told Marco this earlier on the Border War show. You and him gonna be disappointed. You know what I mean? I'm gonna hand Marco his loss as a coach, and I'm gonna hand you your loss as a fighter. Mm,
really.
right? Yeah. So both of y'all can sulk in your miseries together. Probably have a beer together or some shit. I don't know,
Oh,
but
oh,
yeah, you
oh.
got to get you up out of here, bro. You in my way. You in my way,
Well,
right?
I was thinking I'm gonna go in there, pack you up real quick, so that you can get on the rest of your night and do whatever losers do. You know what I'm saying for the rest of your night. Yeah, I
So
don't
let
know
me.
what losers do, but whatever you guys do after losing the fight, you can go on and keep doing that shit. You see what I'm saying? So I was figuring I was just gonna put you on a regular night. You know what I mean? You must
Right,
get
right,
used to
right.
that shit. So
Um,
I'm just gonna keep you in that way. You know what I
you'll
mean? I'm gonna
find
keep you in that way.
you'll find out what losers do. You're gonna
Yeah,
find out.
well, you know
You'll
what I'm
fi-
saying?
you'll you'll you'll
I
find out
have
what losers do.
I
Um,
have a different perspective on that, Holmes.
yeah.
And I'll see you November 8th. You know what I
So they
mean?
sit and then so also everybody, I guess everybody who all seen you in real life, they say you kind of
Oh,
brolic. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, no. But I lost like 10 pounds of muscle.
Mm,
I took off a lot of that muscle because I noticed I can get brolic if I want, but the muscles are gonna too much blood is gonna go in them,
too
OC.
much.
So
Yeah.
I said to myself, you know what? Get rid of the muscles, get a fucking boxer's body.
Yeah.
Go in there, whoop this dude's ass like you know you can. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Take it. You know what I'm saying? So I toned all that shit down. I
Mm.
might be ripped. I might have
Mhm.
some abs. So don't get
Mhm.
scared when I take off my shirt and you see the abs,
Nah.
because you ain't gonna have none. But I'm gonna have some, right?
I'm working
And
on
then,
them. I'm working. I got.
yeah, I know. Yeah,
I'm
I
working
know.
on it. They busting
And
out.
they're
They
coming in,
busting out.
and then I'm gonna have the a girl get the airbrush and really darken them in for me, so you could
Mm.
really see them, right? right,
Yeah.
right. So yo, then I'm a, so I toned down that muscle shit. Later on, after
Okay.
I whoop your ass, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
back in the gym, put the muscle back on
Put
and
the
shit,
muscle
work
back
out
on.
back in my room and shit.
Mm.
And then you can check me out and I'll train you again because I was
Mm.
coaching you last time.
Mm.
The only where you at because of my old videos. That's it. You know what I mean? So, I hope they help
Hey,
you out,
listen.
kid. You know?
As far as that go, when you told Ness, you feel like you ain't got to show me shit. I'm cool with it. I don't think that's part of Ness rules though. But I don't care to see your sparring footage, your bag footage. I don't listen, bro. I'm a beat you no matter what. I can adjust, so I'm gonna adjust. You know what I mean? As
Mm.
soon as that bell ring and you come out and then you throw your little floppy jab, or you think you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna throw your little floppy 1-2 like you
Mm-hmm.
like you threw on the young boy, that shit
Mm-hmm.
ain't gonna work on me, man.
Okay.
That shit
Okay.
don't work on that shit don't
So
work on
wait,
me,
wait, wait, hold
man.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait 1 minute. Hold,
Write it
hold on
down.
a
Yeah,
second.
write it down.
Hold on,
Write it.
No
Right.
flappy jab.
No,
No flappy jab.
none
If
of
I
that shit.
think I'm going to knock him out, not work.
Yeah.
Okay, listen.
Listen, bro.
Got it.
You
Got
got
it.
it. I mean, I listen. I haven't. I didn't ran into some semi hard hitters, bro. But ain't no motherfucker punching like that. And
Mm,
they can say what they want. We got on headgear. I didn't see people still get knocked down with headgear.
mm,
I didn't see
mm.
people still get knocked out with headgear. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, you ain't bringing nothing to the table,
Yeah.
man. I
I,
ain't
I know.
seen.
The only thing I'm going to bring to the table is a little Muhammad Ali and a
Mm-hmm.
little Floyd Mayweather right here. I got for you.
Mm-hmm.
Waiting for you, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these two hands and put them all over your face, right? Particularly in the chin area right here. Boop, boop, right? Then I'm going to introduce you to the mat, to the floor. So you're going to be laying down there. I hope you have a pillow and a blanket. I hope you get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where you're going to be at. Get familiar. So while you're down there and you're looking up at the lights, you can say to yourself, damn, that's some good lighting fixtures right there. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
you can start to like look at the light structure of the event because those are two places you're gonna be at in the night. That's all I know that I'm gonna do. You listen. You think I'm not a strong puncher? You think I'm gonna come with that weak shit? You think that I would not stand in front of the ring with you? You think for some reason I won't bang with you? But I think you got me fucked up. I
You
think
think
you got me
so?
fucked up. You got me fucked up. Like this fight, for
Yeah.
instance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where'd you fuck up in this fight? You took the fight in the first
That's what
place. You
you think
fucked up.
so?
You fucked up. Like old dog in the police station and the cop is interrogating him and he's like,
You know you
you
fucked
fucked
up,
up now.
right?
You done
Yeah.
fucked up, right? You don't.
Yeah.
That's where you're at right now because I think you realize, oh shit, wait a minute. You thought you was gonna call me out in midway going to this fight. I was gonna say, oh shit, I tore my ACL. My
Mm.
arm fell off. You thought I was going to pull out, didn't you? And so then a whole bunch of these other people thought I was going to pull out this fight too. But they didn't know they was fucking with crazy ass round one sports talk.
We
You didn't
definitely
know it.
thought you was pulling out.
Oh
We,
man,
we
listen,
definitely
none of
thought you
y'all
was
didn't
pulling
think I was
out.
going to make this fight.
Man, listen.
Stop it.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't, but hey, listen. Kudos to you for making it and showing up. Now I got to send you back to mass with an ass
You know what
whooping.
I'm saying? What? Listen, let me tell you something. They told me you try to enter the witness protection program, but it was packed. So they didn't accept you. So now they pushed you out to fight. That's the only reason why you're showing up to the fight. Because you
Think
knew
so?
this time right here. You knew this time you couldn't pull out the fight with all the pullouts you done had. Let
Nah,
tell you,
bro. Come on, man. My shits was legit though. You know what
it
I'm
was
saying? It
legit.
wasn't my shits was legit, bro.
Mhm.
Other than that, I'm not pulling out no bullshit, man. I like to
Oh,
fight.
hold up,
I'm a
hold up,
fighter.
hold up. Let me show you guys what OC the boss looked like last week when he was trying to hide from me in the fight. This is what, and in my impression of OC the boss last week trying to hide from me until Ness told him, "Get your punk ass on that plane and come out to Border Wars." This is OC the boss. Hold up, I'm gonna show you right now. Hold up. OC the boss in the witness protection program. Yo,
Nah.
listen. I haven't seen OC the boss. No, I don't know who you're talking about. No, I'm not OC the boss. Huh? No, no. Check me out. Listen. No,
Look
I
at
am
this
not
dude.
hiding
Watch.
from Round One Sports Talk. No. If Round One Sports Talk comes around looking for me, tell them you haven't seen me.
Man,
Yo, that's OC the boss hiding from me. I
yo,
was
you
like,
look like
OC,
dude.
I
You
know
look
that's
like
you
dude
under
from
the
Reno
mustache.
911. You look like
Huh?
dude. You look like dude from Reno 911.
Listen, nah, that's my what's his name? Ron Burgundy. Ron
Ron
Burgundy.
Burgundy.
Yeah,
Ron
Ron
Burgundy.
Burgundy Halloween costume.
Mm. Hey, but
The
no, for
reporter.
real. Listen. Yeah, man. Listen, we got 13 days left.
Damn.
13 days. I'm pretty sure. We're gonna interact between those days.
Yeah, man.
Um, Listen, I
Me
drop.
too.
I'm out there. I
All right.
land my plane land like 11:50 on the 6th. So I'm leaving Thursday night. I'm leaving Thursday night, and I'll be there Thursday night. So I'm gonna be there a whole day early, you
Okay.
know. And yeah.
I'm gonna shoot you a text. I'm gonna land on the 7th and
You
I'll get there at 12
Friday,
the
you get it
afternoon.
Friday,
Friday at the afternoon. 12
Friday
afternoon.
afternoon. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I'll get there and then get up in the morning, probably get up with a few of the fellas and go
Right.
get a light little workout in or some
Right.
shit like that, man. And
Yeah.
I'm focused. I ain't gonna be no clown. I don't want to see the city. I don't want to do none of that shit. I just want to stay focused, man. And you know, go to weigh-ins on Saturday, and then we do what we got to do.
All
You
right,
feel
man.
me?
Listen, man. Thank you for
Yeah,
stopping through, man.
man. You got
Everybody,
it.
everybody that's tuning in. This is OC the Boss, my opponent for this upcoming fight at Border Wars 17. You can watch that November 8th, streaming on YouTube. That's right. Me and this gentleman here, OC the Boss, will be fighting on Border Wars. That's November 8th, Atlanta, Georgia. You can check us out on YouTube. Thank you for stopping by, OC.
Yeah.
All the respect as mutual, but on fight night, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna knock you out. It is what it is. You know what I'm
You
saying?
got it. You
All
got
right,
it, bro.
baby.
Okay.
Thanks, man. Thanks for stopping by. Well, that's my opponent right there, OC the Boss. You know what I'm saying? Or OC the Loss, as like I like to call him. OC the Loss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna give him that loss. You know what I mean? Nah, but no matter what happens in this fight, respectfully, so you know, competitively wise, thank you to the TBV community, for Ness for putting up events like this and giving us old guys one more shot. You know what I mean? I get it now when old boxers would say, I want that one more fight. You know what I mean? I want that one more fight. I want to feel the crowd and everything else just one more time. And I get it. I get it now. I get it. As a competitor, as a fighter, I blew my opportunity when I was young. Uh, I always felt like I was the definition of wasted talent. There was no, I think the sky's limit. I think I had great potential. I just didn't take advantage of my situations and I didn't stay in the gym. I didn't stay in the gym. The streets called me and I made all the wrong decisions. But it's never too late to reinvent yourself. And at the young age of 51 years old, I'm not scared to lace it up. You know, I know a lot of people that just a week of training will kill them. They'll say, "This is not for me. This just too tough." What boxing requires from you is a lot. It's a lot of time, and even at this age right here, it seems like it's even worse. You know, but I want to go in there and I want to mix it up and I want to have fun. I want to have fun. I want to have fun. And I want to have a fight. You know, and that's my idea of a fun. For men and women that think like me, breathe, eat, live this sport. Um, that's why I do what I do, and I do this podcast, boxing podcast, because I wanted to reinvent myself in boxing because I never thought I was going to fight again. So I thought the way that I would, engage back with boxing was to be talk about it, and I did, and I created Round One Sports Talk, Now it's like, yo, you want to fight? And I'm sitting there and I'm like looking at it, and everybody's asking me, how much money are you getting paid for this? And how much they're paying you? Okay, they're paying me X amount of dollars or whatever. So, okay, right? But for me, it wasn't about the money. For me, it was just like, let me compete. I'm not scared to lose, but I'm also not scared to win. You feel me? And in this day and era, everybody's so scared to become a meme. Yo, bro, I don't give a fuck, man. You can't win them all. You know, if I fall, I fall. Fuck it. It is what it is. You know, but I went out there and I wanted to compete. But just with there's a flip side to that quarter. Just as much as there an opportunity for me to lose, there's just as much as opportunity there for me to win. And if you're gonna allow me to go in there and not script this shit and let me fucking fight, you mean to tell me I can fight and I can try to win? Yeah, sign me the fuck up. It's just as much an opportunity for me to lose. There's just as great a chances of me winning. Let's go. You say you're a fighter. You say that this is what you loved to do when you were younger. You wanted to punch people. Really? All right. Show me. Because there's real fighters that come. We really about this. And this is what I probably would have been had it not been for my circumstances. But now it is what it is. It is what it is. So November 8th, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm gonna take my shot at it, And I'm not scared. I'm not scared. So that's what it is, man. Yo, you see what I'm saying? You see, you at least you would pay to see the fight. You know what I mean? Yo, it's I think that me and OC we're gonna do good. I think we're gonna do good. I think it's gonna be a competitive fight. I don't know. I won't know exactly how strong or how until I'm in there with OC and where we lock horns in the middle of the ring or whatever. I don't. I really like all jokes aside. Like I really don't know how strong he is or whatever. But I hope. You know what I'm saying? He go do cardio, weightlifting, Jane Fonda, fucking some Taibo, Karate Kid, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hope he like learns like mad fucking combats because he's gonna need it. He's gonna need all that shit. You know what I mean? Because I'm gonna bust his ass, man. There's gonna be 3 hits in the fight. All right? You hear me? 3 hits. Me hitting him hitting the ground, and the ambulance hitting 90. Phew. That's it. That's all the hits that are gonna be in our fight. I'm talking cash shit. I better fuck around and win this fight. You know what I mean? Yo, I don't give a fuck. I'm popping shit. Yo, listen. I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, we about to get it on and popping. So that's Border Wars, November 8th. You can tune in, catch us on that one. We're like 13 days out from the fight. I can't wait. You know what I mean? But yeah, tune in for us. And what else were we talking about? We were also finishing up this year of boxing and what it means for Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney. Is the fight still on with the Monster and the Yard? Is that fight still on? Because there's been a couple pullouts, and I haven't really been locked in with boxing news so much. Like I say, sometimes I go to the gym and I'm so tired and I'm napping during more of the day now, and then getting up at night trying to like train and shit like that. Um, and and then I had to cut that shit down because my fucking ass, I think I'm still 17 and shit. I think I could train like, you gotta know to listen to your body, man. So overtraining is a real thing. Overtraining is a real thing. And I think that I might have overtrained it at some part in the beginning. Then got to really know what my body is like. And then adjusted my training. So I had to do that and shit like that. But boxing requires a lot from you. It requires a lot. And like I said the other night, you can play basketball, you can play baseball, you can play football, but you can't play boxing. You go in there thinking you're gonna play around, you're gonna gas out. You're gonna get fucked up. So you know, I just hope that my gas tank lasts. This is my first fight right now. In like 30 years. I hope I don't get like that adrenaline dump, type shit. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Uh I don't think about it like that, like my gas tank emptying out anymore so much like I did like maybe a few weeks ago. Uh I'm pretty confident in my gas tank right now. Because I know I can do the rounds. I know I can do them. I've done them. Uh and that's the one thing I want to be on my side in this fight. If OC the boss is gonna beat me, let it be by skills. I don't want it to be because I got tired and he just kept punching me until the referee stepped in because I didn't have the ability, the strength to throw a punch back. I was defenseless. Like, a tired man can't even fucking hold up his hands, let alone throw a punch back to protect himself. I don't want the fight to become that. So I'm trying to push myself to a level where that I feel like my gas tank is going to sustain and it can allow me to fight and flow in the fight. Once I'm there in the fight, win, lose, or draw, I'll be satisfied with myself because I know that he had to have beaten me because he was just a better fighter. I can accept that. I can accept that more than me gassing out. Yeah, because gassing out, that hurts. Because gassing out for me is kind of like, and then my situation was so tight, right? From the last border wars to this border wars is 2 months. It was 2 months of like a fucking 35-year layoff. Like I hadn't had a fight in so fucking long. So telling me to get ready in 2 months was a lot. You were asking a lot from me at 51 years old. The challenge was like fucking big, but I wasn't going to shy away. And I wasn't going to let that scare me. I wasn't going to let that. And I was like, all right, I know what the assignment is. I know what you're telling me to do. This dude just fought in fucking August. No matter if he lost or not, he just fought 2 months ago. Man, listen, it's obvious he's got all the experience on his side. He can last. You don't know nothing about me. You know what I mean? So everything's against me. But I don't give a fuck. I don't give two shits if the fucking experience is on his side, if he fought last August, if he knows the president of the United States of America, if his fucking cousin's cousin is the fucking heavyweight champion of the world. None of that shit's gonna save him. None of that shit. Not him fighting last August, none of that shit. You know why? Because he ain't never fought me. He ain't never fought me. And until you run into me, fuck your experience. Fuck the fact that you fought last August. I don't give two shits about none of that shit. I don't give a shit about he ain't fought at 35. So what? You know what I'm saying? I'm saying Round One Sports Talk got enough skills and he can come off a 35-year layoff and still whoop your ass. That's what I'm saying. And when he thought his shit was sweet, he's going to pull out the fight. Round One ain't going to show up. Oh, yeah? Oh. When he said, I'll fuck you up, I looked around. I was like, who are you talking to? Me? Me? He was like, yeah, I'll fuck you up, Round One. Out of nowhere, he said, remember the show? I was like, you must think shit is sweet around here. Sweet. You didn't just challenge me. uh, well, okay, I accept. I accept. All right. OC said, "I'm gonna bust you." Really? Okay, okay. I just walk around every day, my like this, shining. I'm sweet. They just, oh yeah, run your chain. Take that bracelet off. Oh, yeah, shit sweet. It's just sweet around here. Oh yeah. I only wear this shit in my room. You know what I mean? Yeah, I fucking legend. Listen. Oh man, he done called me out. I was like, oh, I said, okay. Oh, you gonna whip my, all right, fine, fuck it. We'll see. So I guess the pretty boy face did it again. The baby face assassin did it again. Strikes again. My whole life, that's been the thing. You know what I'm saying? Just one of them pretty dudes that'll bag your girl and still fuck you up. That's been my MO my entire life. Straight up. Straight up. Shit. Dudes didn't want to be my boy because when I dress up, looks fly to them and can fight. It's been my MO my whole entire life, bro. Babyface assassin strikes again. He took one look at me and was like, look at corny ass round one. Look what he looked. All right, cool. Cool. It is what it is, man. Can't never stop them, right? But hey, give them what they came for. That's what I always say. You know what I'm saying? This is what you came for. This is what you want. All right, cool. I'm gonna give you what you came for. You know what I mean? That's it. You know? I've been asking for the poll on TBV to show the haters the biggest fight on the card. Yes, this is the biggest fight on that card. What? Hands down. Hands down. Who else you know on the card? There's a couple, you know what I'm saying, like Tip. But Tip's coming off a loss. You know what I'm saying? Just like OC the Boss. They carrying L's to their next Border Wars. You know what I mean? Technically, if you want to get technical, if you want to be technical, ain't I undefeated? You're motherfucking right. I'm an undefeated fighter. Watch your mouth for how you talk to me because I'm undefeated. Yeah. Technically, ain't I got no wins, no losses, but wait a minute. I'm technically undefeated. Yo, shut your punk ass up when you talk to me. Listen, I'm talking shit. Yo, I'm talking shit. Listen.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Y'all hear it?
The champ is here.
Yo, in the building is champ. I'm about to snatch one of these belts off the wall and shit. I'm getting crazy. I'm really starting to feel it right now. Woo! I'm feeling like a champion right now already. Man, which belt? Just grab a belt off the wall and shit. I want to grab the UFC belt. Fuck that shit. Which one? WBA looks like the best one I could grab. That won't take me a long time or anything to put back up. Yo, I'm feeling like a champion right now. Listen, OC's done, son. You can put a stack on that shit. Drop a ban on it. Y'all want to make some money? Y'all want to make some money right now? Put some money on your boy. Put some money on your boy right now to beat OC the Boss. I'm not going to tell you I'm going to knock him out in real life. I'll talk that shit. Of course, I'm going to say I'm going to knock him out. But in real life, it's hard as fuck to knock out a dude with the headgear. Body shots, somebody could always go down from that. But since OC the Boss, he wears his body protector up to his chest. You saw it the last fight, right? He had his cup. That shit was up here, Nick, right? It was like waist around right here like that and shit. So it's like this far space from his body shots. So, you know what I'm saying? He was basically eating the cup. You know what I mean? Yo, what's your ball smell like, OC? I know you know because the cup was like right there, right? You know what I'm saying? So I'm probably not going to get him with a body shot. But I think I got the power to stop him. I really do. I think I hit hard. Whether or not I can catch him with the power, we'll see. Maybe he could just eat that, walk through it. Let's see. Let's find out. I don't believe he's really gonna get down to 175. I don't believe that shit. I don't think the man seen 175 since high school. He's a pudgy little motherfucker. So nah, he ain't doing it. I don't believe that shit. So I'm not gonna even try to meet him at 175. That'd be stupid. Cause he's not gonna make that shit. He can say all that shit he wants to. I doubt that. I'll bet him $100 he don't make 175. He won't make it. So I don't even think he's 182 right now. I think he's more like 186. You know what I'm saying? The scale was lying to him. His daughter decreased 3 pounds before he stepped on it. You know what I mean? That's the only thing he got good in his life. His little cute daughter that he got that looked like olive oil. Yo, she's cool as shit. You ever see her? Yo, oh man. But OC the Boss, he's done. He's done. He's never gonna make that weight. 175. Hell no, he's not gonna make that weight. I think the toughest he's gonna make, to tell you the truth, he's gonna be 188. OC the Ball's gonna be 188 and 189 on the day of the fight. That's how I see it. He's gonna try to cut weight, right? And he's gonna get down to like 185, 186. And he's gonna be done in that sauna. He's not gonna want to cut weight no more. Watch. This is how I see it playing out. As soon as he gets out the sauna and he's down like to like 186, 185, he's gonna come and he's gonna want to talk to me. He's gonna offer me money for each pound he's over. From 182 to 185 is 3 pounds. That's gonna be $300. He's gonna have to pay me $300. And then I'll fight him at the 185 weight that he's going to struggle to make by cutting weight. That's how I see it, OC coming in. That's exactly how I see it. Now, me, I already know what I weigh. I'm 180 butt naked. 180 pounds butt naked. 180.2, right? Okay, so I know I'm going to gain 1 or 2 pounds from here to the fight. So I said, okay, I'll gain that because I want to be nutrients, right? Because I fucking starved myself to cut this weight. I didn't eat morning, lunchtime. I ate one sensible like that shit. And I cut a lot of weight. Like my fucking stomach was growling a lot. So I got the weight off. So now I'm going to replenish to get to the fight. You see what I'm saying? So I don't believe OC the Boss is going to get down in 13 days. It could be done. Yes, it could be done. In 13 days? In 13 days is what took me actually to get down to this weight, to tell you the truth. So if I really think about it, yeah, that's what it took for me to get here. Yeah. So OC, it's the 25th. He would, yeah, he could do it. But I don't think his ass is going to do it. I don't think he's going to do it. He came in overweight the last fight. What makes me think he's going to come in, you know what I mean, this fight? I don't know. But mark my word, you can clip this video right here. Clip it, right? That's exactly what I think is going to happen. That's exactly what he's going to come in overweight. He's going to try to cut weight. And when he can no longer cut that weight, because I saw my firsthand. Listen, I know I can cut weight better than OC. I know I can. And when I saw that I couldn't cut weight and I couldn't get that weight off the way I used to, like if I tried to cut weight like 1 or 2 pounds, that fucking scale didn't move. Shit, I was trying to cut weight for 2 hours in a sauna. I think I gained a pound in the sauna. My old ass. It's not easy to shed these pounds off at this age, man. Yo, when I was 14, I would fucking blink 5 times hard, throw a fart, and run around the block 1 time and lose 10 pounds. It was like easy. Now, I'm trying to cut literally while cutting weight with the sauna suit on. The fucking weight disrespects me. I gain a pound. Straight disrespects me. I can't cut weight for shit no more. So I decided to lose it this way. It was the only way for me. Watch. Yeah, that he said I can't be 188. The lowest is 182. I know the lowest is 182. You gonna come in 188, want to talk to me, pay me $100 a pound, and you're gonna be 3 pounds over. You're gonna be 3 or 4 or 5 pounds over. You're gonna pay me a couple $100, and then me and you are gonna fight. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what's gonna happen. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it for a fact. You ain't gonna make 175. Ain't no way on God. If I can't make 175 healthy, 175 would kill me right now. You might as well be fighting my skeleton. You think I'm skinny right now? I 185, 175. I'll be like this, bro. I'm done. There's no way, and I'm ripped. I'm ripped, bro. Bro, I'm ripped. I'm ripped. Look at that. What? Tell your boy. Let him know. Let him know I'm coming. Let him know. I'm coming, man. Listen, 175. Are you out of your mind, bro? Bro, I'm gonna beat the shit out of this dude. Real talk. Bro, and I'm 180. Look how skinny I am right now. I lost mad muscle mass. I got my shit down to a boxer body quick, like that. And he trying to convince me that he gonna hop on when I know how hard it was for me to make this weight. Yeah, all right. If we was 25 years old, I'd believe you. If we was 25 years, if you was maybe 35 years old, maybe I believe you. 48 years old, gonna tell me you gonna cut 16 pounds, in 13 days. Good luck, homeboy. Good luck. I'm just saying. I'm calling for what it is. He gonna have to pay me in order to fight him. Is what's gonna happen. And I'm fucking ripped, bro. Star not watching, no need to strip. Yo, don't say that, man. My wife's in the next room. You better, you know what I mean? No power drills needed for this one. No Raikou power drill. Nah, bro. You know what I mean? Yo. Nah. The lowest you can be is 162 to 182. It's the 15-pound for the masters for guys our age. So from 162 to 182, 182 being the highest, 162 being the lowest. So you can't come in under 162 because they won't let us fight. See what I'm saying? And for men, that would be crackhead weight right there. 162. When's the last time you ever been 162? Shit. At 162, at 140, my God. At 162, imagine at 140, you turn sideways and disappear. Where the fuck did you go? You know what I mean? Like, you be so skinny. You move sideways, you disappear. Like, I don't think a man our size should weigh that small. That's just too little, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just 1 month ago, I was 199, 198 a month ago. I was 200 pounds a month ago. I was playing around with 203, 205. I was fluctuating from 205 to 199, 198, right in between there, just a month ago, where I was doing my workouts in my room. I was brawling as shit, like that. And fucking, I went on an like nice little diet here. Like I dropped like a lot. My wife started telling, she tells me all the time, she's like, you stop eating my food. And she, you know how women are, like, she think that it's her cooking right away. What, you don't like it? You don't like it? Yo, you know how many times I've already heard that from her? And I'm trying to tell her, no, it's just that I can't eat that much. So I won't eat. Sometimes I won't eat her food. I won't eat, you know, because I had to. I saw quick, bro. Yo, listen, let me tell you something, bro. I did workouts in that room that normally would have shed me 2 to 3 pounds for the month I was doing it. I was getting bigger. I was getting cut. But I noticed I wasn't losing any weight. I was gaining weight while I was in the room. So I noticed even if I was working, getting big sweat, working out, sweating, none of the pounds were coming off. So I noticed that real quick. Like I was like, oh, hell no. There's no way to do this. With 2 months, my best approach of making this weight to actually make the fight reality was to go through the massive weight cut I just went through. I just went through like a fucking 30-day fucking fast, basically, to do this. That's what I basically just went through. And now at the back end of the 2 weeks, now I got to go on my strength training to make this all connect. Because there was no way I was going to do it. And he's sitting on the show with a straight face. Yeah, I'm going to make 175. I'm looking at him like, listen, you can bullshit these people, but you can't bullshit me. All right? Don't bullshit me. All right? I'm a fighter. I'm actually doing what you're doing. I know how hard that shit is. And you're looking a little plumpy in the face. Don't think, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So, but it is what it is. So I was like, so that's what I think is going to happen, if you ask me. Because, you know what I'm saying? Mama didn't raise no fool. Mama didn't raise no fool, bro. So it is what it is. I know. See, I'm honest with myself. I might talk a little shit, but believe me, I'm aware of my surroundings. I'm very aware of my surroundings. I'm very aware of what is in front of me. I'm very aware of what the task in hand. I'm not playing around with this, man. You think I'm going in there to just talk shit on this microphone and show up and just get fucked up? That's what you think? That's what you think? Listen, I can't stop any of you thinking, having your opinion on whatever you want. You can have your opinion, but I signed up for this for a reason, and I accepted the challenge. I ain't about to back out now. You know, nope. I'm not gonna stop running from a man. Never ran from a man. I ain't gonna start today. Not gonna start today. So it is what it is. We gonna have to do it. What up? She will take it as a sign of disrespect if you don't eat her food. Yeah. Nah, but I told my wife, I'm like, baby, it's not that I don't like your food. Trust me. She's like, what, did I do it wrong? I would take like 2 or 3 bites and I put it in the microwave. I kept not wanting to tell her every night, you know, I'm trying to cut weight, like, you know, and then she's like, she'll give me that attitude. I'm not gonna even serve you. I'll put it in the refrigerator. It's in the refrigerator. You can serve yourself the amount you want. And she'll slam the spoon. And I'm like, baby, come on, stop. You chill. Like, I don't need to fight you and OC the boss. You know what I'm saying? Because if I gotta fight, I'm throwing in the towel. You win. Chill. I'll eat your food. Listen, You know what I mean? Right? But once you don't eat her food, she's already mad. Now she's going upstairs. I can't even squeeze butt cheeks. Now she's sliding on that side of the bed. She's upset. You know what I mean? But she sees now that it was me. It was me trying to like really cut this weight and shit, you know? And I'm just like, yo, but yeah, man, I've been going through some shit. Like trying to do this fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Shit ain't been peaches and cream. You know what I mean? You know, so but uh as soon as this fight is over with, oh, I'm coming home, baby. Cook me the biggest meal. Cook me every meal you made me 3 times. I'll eat it all. And you. You're next. Yo, listen. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta boxing really asks a lot from you. It really does sometimes. And I can't tell you how many times I've sat back already in 2 months and said, "What did I get myself into?" Yeah. Um, and you doubt yourself sometimes, and you're like, "Damn, what the fuck?" Right? Like, whoa. And but then the next day, the very next day, it's just like you have a strong day, and you start to realize, no, I can do this. I can do this, and I am in shape. And yes, and you know, every day I get that much closer, that much faster, that much, and then it just reinforces why I'm doing this, and then I'm, you know, you know, um, look, guys, I'm not gonna tell you that I'm not scared because to tell you the truth, I'm not scared. I'm not. I've never sat here and I can't. I'm not gonna lie and say because it actually excites me just talking about the fight. My blood starts to like I get excited. I'm like, oh yeah, like you know what I'm saying. And so I'm not scared of the fight. What I am is I don't want to disappoint myself. I'm a ninja up here, but out here, this is 30 years, 35 years of rust. My engine is not flowing with my image that I have. Nowadays it's starting to match, starting to come together. It really is. And that's where you realize where the word training comes from. You could have all the desire in the world to want to do something, but unless you train for it properly, you might fall short. You may have all the will in the world, all the desire, but training is a key essential element in your victory. And the only way you will get a victory is to train hard. Because if you think the other guy you're competing against is not training, you're sadly mistaken. So I don't underestimate OC the boss by any stretch of the imagination. I don't think he underestimates me at all. Um, I just I came too far to back down now. I came too far. So you're gonna get a fight. You're gonna see me and OC the boss lock horns in Atlanta, Georgia, November 8th. You can watch the fight here on my stream, Round One Sports Talk. I will be streaming the fight live on my channel. I believe the first fight start at 10 a.m. in the morning, and the fight card's gonna kick off. I believe there's like 25 fights. I'm not too sure where my fight lands, but it should be the main event, right? Without a doubt, it should be the main event or co-main event because it's going to really steal the night anyway. So, but when you're saying you're thinking to yourself, damn, 25 fights, but when you're thinking 25 fights at 3 minutes or 3 rounds, I should say, a fight, you're basically watching one 12-round fight or two 12-round fights or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But throughout the time, you feel me? You know, some fights are going to end early. Some fights are going to go the distance, but all 3 rounds, just 3 rounds. So it's going to kick off fast and they're going to really move along fast like that. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'll talk to Ness to see if he can get me like roughly where we would be fighting on the card, or what time, if I can get any of that. I'll get that back to you guys. But definitely I'm gonna be streaming it with Ness's platform. We're gonna co-link it. So yeah. Absolutely. Round one for the knockout. Let's go. You know it. I'm gonna stop this fool, sucker. You know what I mean? TKO. You know what I mean? Yo, I told him too. Don't fuck around. Let me stop you in round one. Don't let it happen. Don't let it. My name is round one. Imagine that. Imagine I come out, throw one punch, knock him out. Then y'all gonna have to say that I'm the chosen one. You know what I'm saying? My name is round one. I knocked him out in round one. I threw one punch because I'm number one. You know what I'm saying? The universe is starting to speak. It's starting to come together, man. Yeah. Yeah. Listen. Oh man, I would love that shit, right? But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I'm not saying I'm going out there to do that. If OC's still watching, listen, yeah, I said it. I might stop you in the first round. You know what I mean? Anything can happen. You don't know which style I'm going. I'm all in your head, bro. You know what I'm saying? Am I going for the knockout quick? Am I gonna stay back and play it safe? You know what I'm saying? You gonna try to bring me out to deep waters? My game's for the third round. My whole strategy is third round. You know what I mean? Come with it. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You have no idea. You know what I'm saying? I hope you don't sleep tonight. You know what I'm saying? I hope you thinking about me all night, OC the boss. I hope when you eat your cereal in the morning, the cereals look like my face. You know what I mean? I hope when you make a pancake, the pancake look exactly like me, like this. You know what I mean? Because I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere. You turn around in the mirror, I'm behind you right now. You don't even know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like the wind. Like the ghost, baby. I got cat-like reflexes. You're done, son. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's go. Let's go. You're done, OC. You know, don't turn around, look for me, because I was just there. Huh? Like the wind, baby. Like the wind. Hey, yo, listen, I'm going to go right now. My wife wants me. So I'm going to go eat something. Gotta go eat something, guys. Yeah, you know what I mean? So, listen, tune in. Love chatting with you guys. Thank you for everybody. And good luck. Good luck, bro. Yeah, good luck to you, OC the boss. Yo, listen. Tune in November 8th. If you can, join us in Atlanta, Georgia for November 8th at Border Wars 17. That is at 10 a.m. These fights will be kicking off. One of the fights on the card will be me, your boy, Round One Sports Talk, against OC the Boss, the legend. And we will have an amazing fight. This is the biggest fight on the card. Both of us, top of our game right now. There's a belt on the line. Whoever wins walks away with all the gold and the title around their waist. Another belt for me to add to my collection. I need that belt. Come join us. Me, OC the Boss. Border Wars, November 8th. So, fight fan, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys have been the best. You know who's in the building. You know who's in the building. Stop it.
The champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here.
Yo, where do all fights start? Have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.